I wanted to take a little time and talk about my love stories. I really don't participate in too many conversations or discussions about love, which is unusual because I have a running short story series called Love at First. But I thought it would be a good idea to talk about my love stories to give you a little behind the scenes. I've been very fortunate in my life as far as love goes. It started very early on, and the first that I remember, my first kiss relationship, was in 5th grade. And I remember it vividly, my first kiss. I won't give out details because I think that's personal. I'm a private person when it comes to love and those special moments that are shared with another person. But I will give you a clue. The poem that I wrote, A Mind Slip Away, has an image attached to it, and this first kiss happened close to this location, and that's all I'll say. I remember very well those moments of infatuation and just overwhelming. Even when you're a child, you have these overwhelming, passionate emotions that it's hard to control and be still when you have these emotions firing inside of you. But it was very innocent. But I remember we had exchanged letters over the summer, and I actually am a pack rat, so recently I found these love letters when I was in 5th grade, and also it ran into 6th grade. And what's interesting is my daughter probably will not find this idea for many years, hopefully, but she's told the people that she needed to tell that she has fallen in love and she's in 5th grade. And what's interesting about this is I had a sense about if she might be interested in a boy because, oddly enough, she always wanted to go to the playground after school. And yes, it was a playground romance, and it's still ongoing, which is very cute. And she has shown me a few notes that they've exchanged, and they're very cute, very innocent as well. And I'm happy that she is open with me about her love life. And I showed her my first love letters, and she thought that was really cool. So I think that opened up that communication line between us, where she probably doesn't show me everything, but and I don't want her to. I mean, that's her life. But and on the other end of the spectrum, breakups, and it's difficult to talk about breakups. I think they're important. I'm coming out of a 20-year relationship, and partly we continue to have a friendly relationship because we have a family. We have 2 children, and partly because I wrote a story called No Love Lost, and I truly believe in that. There's some form of love that carries on even after a romantic relationship may end. So I've had a long-term relationship, and a lot of my relationships are never anything very short. It's just who I am. The shortest that I can remember was a few days or maybe a week long. And I remember the heartbreak of what I would consider my first romantic, really romantic, not, playground relationship, but in high school, and it hit me hard, this breakup, one that I initiated, and then after the fact realized that I really love this man, and it took me a few years to get over it. We continued to be friends after these years, back in the day, exchanging letters. Occasionally we would see each other in social gatherings. But I think with each relationship that you have, you take away the good from it. Different states. So I had a long distance relationship for a while, and it just didn't work. And I realized with that separation how different people we were. And there were indications of this during our relationship as well. And I took away from that relationship a realization of what type of person I wanted to live with, to spend my life with, to share my life with. And it just didn't coincide with that desire. And I think with each relationship, if you come to a point where you do not see eye to eye and you realize that you have different desires in life, different goals, different aspirations, and you find that it's not going to work, you can try to work it out. But if things turn out that they don't, then you both realize, hopefully you both realize, that it's better to live romantically in different ways and find happiness. You want the other person to be happy. You want yourself to be happy in life, and we have one life to live. And if you have children also, you need to take a step back. And if a long-term relationship, a committed relationship, is not bringing you the happiness, I had a work colleague once tell me, would I want my child in this class? I'm an educator. If you can answer yes, you know it's a good class, possibly a rule of thumb. So I took that. From that, do I want my children growing up in a relationship that shows them the type of love that I want for them?